Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is just evening now. We've got Wigan playing St Helens, the magic weekend up in Newcastle, usually. We've just had a late change. I'll go through St Helens' team first. They go with Makinson Blake, Matty Lees, Batchelor, Mbai, Bell Sirenen, Parsi, Whitley, Delaney Davis, Ritson, and Robertson. Wigan go with Field, Miskey, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, Havard. Now, it should have been Liam Farrell. He's on the team sheet as a starter. He's been a late withdrawal, so he's going to be replaced by Waters. Then we've got Ellis, Thompson, Leeming, and Sember, Eckersley, and Farrimond. You'll notice from that there's no Matty Smith for Wigan. Ridiculous sending off in his last match. But no point going on about that. He'll know that it was crazy. And that's just the way it goes. Play silly games, you win silly prizes. So we're going to have Wigan playing in their all-blue kit. They'll be kicking from left to right. So scrap that. It's going to be Wigan kicking from right to left. They'll be playing in the dark kit. It's kind of a black. St Helens are playing in their all-blue kit. Wigan kicking right to left, as I say, and they get us underway. It's fielded on the 10 metres by St Helens, driven back to about 15, taken safely. Empire Maker says, "Hi, Jimmy. Come on, St Helens," he says. "Oh, wash your mouth out with soap, Empire Maker. Wash your mouth out with soap." Be a good one, this, because St Helens really could do with a win, as I put in the description of this match, so that they can start trying to put the pressure on Warrington, who are in third place. They're playing later on. But yeah, it was a bit of a blow for Wigan, having Liam Farrell pull out just before the start of this match. Replaced by what? Replaced by Sam Waters, who always makes me think he should make more distance after the contact than he does. He's a big old bloke, but yeah, he doesn't always make the distance that I would expect him to, or the impact. Empire Maker's on one now. All hail the Saints, he says. It's Wigan in possession. Up to their own 40, trying to get up to the halfway line. Fifth tackle. No Matty Smith to put the kick in, so Kieran on kicking duties puts a high kick in. It's going to land on, excuse me. It's going to land, I think that's Robertson who took that, under the post almost of St Helens, and returns it back to the 10. Empire Maker says, "We're going to make sure Wigan can't celebrate with pies today." That's harsh, mate. Nothing wrong with a good old pie. Pie eaters. Saints almost up to their own 40. So just checking, normally this Magic Weekend's held up at Newcastle, isn't it? And I never checked, and I thought, it can't be held at Newcastle. For one, that's not the stadium. And secondly, Newcastle played at home today, so I'll just correct myself there. Bad research, really. It is being held at Elland Road. That's the football pitch, by the way. Just before you make any smart comment, Empire Maker. Wigan in possession. Thompson over the 40, trying to drive up to the halfway line. Sirenen drives him back though. Farrimond driving it over halfway line. That's the 5th tackle though, so it's going to be probably going left to Thompson. It does. He puts another high kick in. Not as much distance on it this time though. It's fielded by, was that Makinson? I think it was, Tommy Makinson drives it back to the 25-metre mark. So a good starting position here for St Helens. I nearly said Sheffield Wednesday then. Where's that even come into your head from? Christopher says, where is your beer? I've got my beer for after this match, mate. Don't you worry. I'm on coffee at the minute. I've got it all lined up, ready for going in the hot tub and going to have a good old drink tonight, I think. What are you on, Christopher? Are you having a little tipple while the game's on? That's taken by Jay Field from a high kick from St Helens on his own 10. Drives it out to about the 15. Looked a little bit high, that. Yeah, referee says it was a little bit high and he stripped the ball. So, typical St Helens. Christopher says, cool. You can't celebrate with beer today when the Saints win. Spell checker Empire, spell checker. Do you know, after last week, I feel drained today. Wisła Krakow drained us the other night, that's for sure. My new Wisła top came today. I'll be sporting that on Monday evening, 7 o'clock kickoff. Join us for that. Thompson almost breaks the line there. He's brought down by Bell though. Lehman gets a little offload before his arm hits the floor. Thompson's going to drive it forward now. Sirenen with the tackle. Probably about 25 metres out. Pretty central here, Wigan. They're coming down the left side. They've got a man over him. They can get it out to... They couldn't get it out to Marshall. He was... They had an overlap on the left-hand side. And it's a knock-on there. So it's going to be head and feed 2. Which was the first knock-on? Because there was 2. Oh, yeah. The first knock-on was off Wardle. So it'll be head and feed to Saints. Well, it should be. I've not actually seen them set the scrum yet. Christopher says, I'm French. I look your diffusion a lot. On the Empire Maker says, on the 25th, Wigan are playing on the BBC. Excellent, mate. Excellent. Thanks for joining us. Are you actually in France, Christopher, or are you over in the UK? Saints are in possession, about 15 metres out from their own line. It's a little bit trickier looking where the players are on the pitch when it's on a football pitch, because you've obviously got the soccer markings there as well. But cool, that's a big hit, and I thought that was a bit of a flop by Cruz Lehman then. Got away with it though. Saints are struggling to get out here. Farrimond into the attack. He's helped out by Waters, Zach Eckersley and Thompson there. Saints up to the 40-metre line. That's the 5th tackle done though. Big kick comes in there. It's going to land on the 20. Taken by Jay Field. He runs inside, plays a little pass to Miski. Miski straightens it up, but he doesn't make much ground. Wigan will be starting on their own 25-metre line. Little ball to Liam Farrell. Doesn't get very far though. Saints strong in the tackle. Empire Maker says, where is the live captioning? I don't think it'll... I don't mind doing it on the football or the cricket, but on the rugby, I think it might struggle. It does struggle with the Polish names, that's for sure, when we do the Polish football. And Christopher says, he's in Paris. Playing for San Malo. Excellent, mate. You're braver than me. I've always said, I like commentating on the rugby, both league and union, mainly league though. And I went training to play rugby league when I was a kid, about 12 or 13. One for me. I always said I was more bothered about not getting injured than playing the actual game. So I stuck to football and cricket. Know your limits, and I definitely found mine. They've no imagination about paying these rugby league players. It's Saints in possession, up to just going over Wigan's 40. 3 tackles gone, slightly down the left-hand side. Love hearts from Christopher, that's what we like to see. Plenty of love in the chat, plenty of love in the world. We need more love in the world, there's too much hate. Some of it's justified, most of it isn't. Something wrong with Sirenen there in back play. Little grubber kick on the last by Saints. It's picked up by Miskey about a metre out. Saints are trying to drive him back over his own goal line, but he hits the deck, so Wigan will be starting. Still from 5 metres out. Zach Eckersley didn't... Oh, Saints. High tackle there, which lets Wigan off the hook. Yeah, it was a little bit high. Not a dangerous swinging arm or anything like that, but Matty Lee just grabbed Eckersley around his neck. Sirenen's gone off. I'm not sure if he's done something to his... He's got a bit of blood coming out of his cheek, but I don't think that's the issue. I think it's his leg. So Wigan now, from being under pressure, are on their own 40. Leeming in at dummy half. Little pass, they're coming down the left-hand side. Wigan spreading it right now. They've got room down the... Oh, was that a forward pass? Yeah, it was a forward pass. Miscue, he had a bit of room down the right-hand side. And I think it was it Farriman who... Oh, no. No, it wasn't a forward pass. It was obstruction in the line. I think it was... It definitely was a penalty as well. Yeah, crossing. So, no doubt, Miskey would have not nailed on, got the try there, but he had a bit of room to run in, that's for sure. As things stand, Sirenen's getting his calf strapped up, so hopefully he's well enough to come back on. And St Helens will be starting on about 35 metres out from Wigan's try line, slightly down the left-hand side. Robertson's wrapped up there by Jake Wardle, so just loses a little bit of ground there. Still on about where they started, to be honest, St Helens. Good defensive set from Wigan this, it needs to be as well. That looks a little bit forward there from Matty Lees, gets away with it though. And Baying at dummy half, spreads it left. They've not got numbers out left there, St Helens, so it gets straightened up and they're almost up to Wigan's 10. Last tackle, they're going to run it. Little grubber kick comes in. I'm not sure if Jay Field pushed that behind or if it went of its own accord. We'll have another look at this one. Yeah, he was... He put it behind, did Jay Field, but St Helens were offside. So it'll be a penalty to Wigan. And we're back underway. Wigan approaching their own 40. Waters drives it in. Doesn't make much ground though, as per. Wigan trying to come down the left, then they straighten it up with Nsemba. He's just over the halfway line now, Wigan. Ethan Havard stopped just before the 14 St Helens half. Leeming in at dummy half, spreads it right. Barryman with a little pass there to Field. He's well tackled though by St Helens. Fifth tackle, Farrimond, crossfield kick, taken well by Makinson. They've literally picked him up, and Sember, was that Sember and Wardle? He caught the ball, Wigan picked him up and drove him almost back over his own goal line. And here again, the great defensive set this from Wigan. Saints are really under pressure here. They've still not got past their own 10-metre line, and they're on the third tackles completed. Now they're trying to spread it left, then they straighten it up. They're about 12 metres out now. Really struggling here, Saints, to make any ground. Coming down the left-hand side, Ethan Havard in with a tackle. Finished off by Cruz Leeming. Fifth tackle here. And Wigan are going to be picking this ball up with Marshall. He's already up to the 40-metre. So Wigan will be starting here about 45 metres out from their own goal line. Wardle drives it over halfway. Missed tackle by Saints. He's away. He's tackled. He gets back up. Plays little ball inside to Kieran. Kieran's tackled. Then that's another set of 6. And Sember up to St Helens 10. Lovely break there by Wardle. And it was a lovely tackle by the big man, Mbai. Or else Wigan would have been in for a try there. As things stand, 2 tackles gone. They're coming down the right-hand side. They're 10 metres out. J Field takes a tackle there. So Wigan still on the 10 metres, driven in by Ethan Havard. He's up to about 7 metres out. Pretty central. Hi, Nick. I'll be with you in 1 second, mate. Wigan coming down the left-hand side. Long pass out to Liam Marshall, and he will... I was going to say he'll put the ball down in the corner. He got in at the corner, but then he had the foresight to keep hold of the ball. St Helens switched off, and then he's run in. He's going to make this tackle... not this tackle. He's going to make this try conversion much easier for Kieran because he must have ran in about 15 metres. Poor from Saints, that. But Wigan take the lead, 4-0. It was a floated pass out by Kieran. St Helens had gone narrow there because Nsemba was out on the wing. I think they were worried about his size. But Marshall went to put the ball down, and then the young lad Robertson switched off. And like I said, this conversion attempt now is going to be much easier. It's going to be Kieran who's going to take it, with Harry Smith not being on the pitch due to suspension. Empire Maker says, I got proper stuck in despite being a winger. Good to hear, mate. Nick Fadley says hi. Brighton results are unexpected. Top of the table. Indeed, mate. Empire Maker says hi, Nick. He loves St Helens. Game on, St Helens. We bounce back from this. Well, if you're going to put Warrington under any pressure, mate, you're going to have to, because the points different at the minute is about, I think you're 4 points behind Warrington, with Warrington still to come. Kieran, he's eyeing up the posts. Steps in, straight through the middle. Never in doubt. And like I said, you can thank Liam Marshall for having the foresight to think about the kicker once he'd got over the line. Nick Fadley says hi, Empire Maker. How's everything? How did Tranmere get on today, Empire Maker? Have you played yet? Saints get us underway. Put it down Wigan's right-hand side. Thompson drives it up to the 20. Miskey in at dummy half. Short pass to Waters. He makes about 5 metres there. 3 Saints defenders in the tackle. Ethan Havard trying to get up to... We had his legs lifted there. Can't do that. How many times do we see players lifting legs above horizontal and giving a penalty away? Empire Maker says we drew 0-0 again. Well, at least it's not a defeat, mate, and you're picking points up. Something to build on. Wigan will be starting from right on the halfway line. Saints guilty of lifting above the horizontal in the tackle. They're always cheating, the St Helens players. Dade Ellis drives it over the 40, about 35 metres out from St Helens post. Leaning, coming down the left-hand side, little pass to Farriman. Farriman, the short pass to Havard, who straightens it up, and he's up to about 25 metres out. Leaning, gets up to, they're about 10 metres out now, Wigan. 4 tackles gone. Trying to get Jay Field away, but he's well wrapped up by St Helens there. So it's going to be the 5th tackle. Leeming's going to spread it to the left. No, he's not. He's going down the short side. Little Farriman. What a lovely try from Farriman. I was convinced, as I think were St Helens, that Cruz Leeming was going to spread it left to Kieran to put the kick in. He didn't. He swiveled. He passed it down the short side, down the blind side to Farriman. And Farriman, he put a little grubber kick in for himself, which he chased. The bounce was fortunate for him, but he picked it up. And he just drops over the St Helens line for a guaranteed 4 points. And it's not going to be too difficult a kick for Kieran. Lovely play by the young lad, Farriman. Exciting prospect for Wigan. I think he's a little bit more than a prospect now. He's kind of proved himself, hasn't he? And obviously with Bevan French being out, there's plenty of opportunity for him to show his skills. Like Nick Fadley says, I just came for a quick visit, just checking you guys. Are you doing anything tomorrow? We never cheat, says Empire Maker. Nick Fadley says me, he's working. Empire Maker's rolling his eyes, says this is going well. This is Wigan though. We've seen them. We've seen this before, and I've also seen them fall asleep at half time. So I won't be ruling St Helens out from this one yet, but it's another pretty simple kick for Kieran, to be honest. And the good thing about this is, if you're a Wigan supporter, which I obviously am, the fact that Smith's not playing because of his suspension, it was seen as a negative beforehand, but let's be honest, the kicking so far from Wigan with Kieran's been really good. And Farriman stepping up to kicking duties has worked really well. That's right through the middle again. That'll be Wigan 12, St Helens 0. And a quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you give us a thumbs up, that's brilliant because YouTube love it. Tomorrow we have got coming up for sure Moto 3, Moto 2 and Moto GP from Austria. We'll probably have some football on tomorrow as well. I'm not sure who it's going to be. A Monday night, definitely. We'll be on from 6:55 p.m, 7 o'clock kick-off, because Wisła Krakow are playing in the Betclic League. We're at home to Arka Gdynia, So hopefully we can get back to winning ways in the league as well. Last time out we won against Rutsch Chorzów, but before that we had a couple of dodgy results, a 0-0. And then, Lehman was looking for an offload on the halfway line then, but he's dropped the ball, so it'll be Saints in possession. A little bit scruffy there from Wigan. And St Helens are already over Wigan's 40. Thompson in the tackle. Empire Maker says, St Helens, we are better than this. Nick says, is this championship? It's the Super League, mate. So it is literally the top division of rugby league in England. Even though we do have a French team in it, Catalan Dragons. And I've got to say, they've brought a lot to the league since they came in. Fifth tackle, chip kick, lands on the goal line and it's batted behind by Liam Marshall, so that'll be a goal line dropout under the post for Wigan. Not a lot he could do there, Liam Marshall, apart from do what he did. No point trying to catch it, because even if he'd have caught it, he'd have been tackled straight away and the outcome is the same. So better to play safe, especially when you're leading 12-0. Empire Maker says there is Serie A tomorrow. There is, mate. There's also some... is there any La Liga as well? I did watch Plymouth Argyle this afternoon against Hull once I'd done the live stream for the MotoGP sprint race. And it was a decent game. Plymouth couldn't get the 3 points though. They scored first with that man Sissoko. He's a good player. But lovely shot from Hull on the edge of the penalty area. Levelled the scores and that's how it finished. Plymouth Argyle 1, Hull 1. Lovely offload there by Saints. Robertson up to the 10. Bounces off the tackle with Nsembre. He's going again. He's literally inches short of the line. He's just short. But Wigan is still going to be under pressure here. Oh, he's saying it's held up. It weren't held up, he went over the line. But, so Saints back on Wigan's 10. Now they're coming down the left-hand side. 4 tackles completed. They're about 7 metres out from Wigan's line. A little bit of messing about as the ball was... As they were getting up off the floor there, it was Eckersley. He just caught his backside. I couldn't see which Saints player it was, and the Saints players lost possession. So it's going to be head and feed to Wigan. Tyler Dupree's on. He's almost up to Wigan's 20. Lehman in at dummy half, spreads it right to Miski. Miski gets over the 20. He's about 24, 25 metres out. Cade Ellis drives it up towards the 40. He's stopped well though there by St Helens. Strong in the tackle again. Empire Maker says his gold's still going up in the market. Not over the weekend, mate. It shuts in the UK. That's an awful play by Thompson, and that'll be giving us a knock on the halfway line. Just a lazy play of the ball, and it'd be head and feed to Saints. There's no point Thompson moaning at that. Just a scruffy play. It closes at 10 p.m. UK. Excuse me. 10 p.m. UK time on a Friday night. And it'll open again at 11 p.m. Sunday night. The FX markets open up at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Makinson drives it almost up to Wigan's 40 from that first play from the scrum. And Sembrin in the tackle there. Saints coming down the right-hand side. Saints coming down the left-hand side now. They've got a man over, but it's straightened up. Farriman finishes that tackle off. About 15 metres out, 4 tackles gone. Coming down the blind side there now, Saints. Wigan are going to be offside though. Crazy that, 4th tackle. And Wigan, yeah, they were well offside as well, not even closer. That was Farriman. Well, he was one of 4. They were all offside. So another set of 6 here for St Helens, about 6 metres out from Wigan's line. Still down the left-hand side. Walters with a tackle. Bell with a lovely pick up there. It wasn't the best pass to him. Offload there from Saints. It's, oh my word, it's that lad Robertson again. He's dancing around the Wigan players and he's stopped about half a metre short of the line, right under the post. And then it's a knock on by Walmsley. Let Wigan off the hook there. Yeah, they were putting Wigan under some pressure there, were St Helens. But I'll tell you, Robertson, he's on his slight, and I think the Wigan players just can't cope with his movement, a little bit like with Jay Field or Bevan French. That quick change of direction, he just couldn't get over the try line. So Wigan head and feed, they've got the ball, it's on their own 10, that's the first tackle. Liam Marshall, and I think he's knocked it on in the tackle as Liam Marshall. He had Walmsley in attendance. Yeah, nobody pulled it out. It was just a bit of a loose carry really. So that's going to be head and feed to St Helens in a dangerous starting position here for Wigan. They're about 15 metres out. Centre field. Reina puts the ball in. Coming down the left-hand side, Saints, they've got about 5 metres to go to Wigan's line. Walmsley, the big man, drives it up. Can't make any headway there though. They're looking to come down the right-hand side now. Slip from the Saints player, so they're still on Wigan's 10. 3 tackles gone. Walmsley trying to drive it into Wigan's line. He's stopped about 3 metres short. Wigan, Saints are spreading it right. Now they come back left. Tyler Dupree with the tackle. 5th tackle. Coming down the left. Are they going to take the tackle or no? They get the offload off. Walmsley can't take it. It's bouncing around the ball. Comes back to Walmsley. He spreads the ball out wide right. But they've lost a lot of territory there, St Helens. They need to get a kick away if they can, because the Saints players tackled there on the last tackle and it ended up being on Wigan's 20 metre line. And once again, Liam Marshall drives it in. This time he keeps hold tight of that ball. You won't want a repeat of that knock-on. Abersmisky drives it in. Walmsley. Putting in a lot of work is Walmsley at the minute. Havard over the 40. Centre field. Tyler Dupree. He's already got a cut under his eye. Almost up to the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Wigan going down the right-hand side. Farriman with a little chip kick over the top. Just bounces in the field of play. But that'll be head and feed to St Helens. They'll be starting on their own, about 15 metres out from their own try line. Ritson there, he made out as though he'd been tackled high. He hadn't. Just trying to milk it off the referee and got what he deserved, nothing. 3 tackles gone. St Helens almost up to their own 40. They were going left. Bell straightens it up though. Pass to Robertson. He's got Wardle in attendance there and Kieran. Doesn't make much headway there, does a young lad. But he certainly looks. Walmsley drives up, looking for the offload, drives it over the halfway line. Makes about another 5 metres as well. Good run there by the big man. 5th tackle on the halfway line. High kick comes in. Centre field. Jay Fields underneath it. He's up to the 10 and he goes no further than that. Good chase by St Helens. Marshall drives it in. Bit of messing about there. They want to play the ball by St Helens, so it'll be a penalty to Wigan. Empire Maker needs to go now. Mate, we'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully. We'll be on air early in the morning, about 10 o'clock. Have a great evening, though. And we'll catch up soon, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. .33.5 minutes gone. Wigan 12, St Helens 0. Wigan will be starting on their own 45 metres. It's driven in. Blimey, who was that? He got stopped well there. Ethan Havard. No, it wasn't. It was Shane Byrne who's come on. And he was stopped in his tracks there. He runs hard, Byrne, doesn't he? Tyler Dupree gets Wigan over the halfway line. Wigan were coming down the right-hand side. It's straightened up by Zach Eckersley. He's tackled by Walmsley. Leeming goes himself. About 25 metres out, I would say. Kieran had to jump though to catch that ball. And then Cade Ellis gets the ball. He floats one over to Liam Marshall on the left-hand side. I thought it might have been a forward pass when Ellis picked that ball up. Either way, 5th tackle, high kick comes in. Oh! High kick came in. Miskey caught it on the 10-metre line. Knew he was going to be tackled. And just threw it to the right-hand side. I think, who was he trying to get it to there? So Miskey wins it in the air. Oh, it was Zach Eckersley. It just went out of Zach Eckersley's reach. And then I think Farriman knocked that on, so it'll be head and feed to, well, it'll be the turnover, won't it? 5th tackle. Saints bring it away on their own 10-metre line, centre field. Not sure what's going on here. High tackle there by Wigan. Yeah, high tackle, so it'll be a penalty to St Helens. Yeah, it was it was Walters. Walmsley over halfway. He's driving. He's still driving. He's over the 40. Now the ball's come out. I think Wigan might have pinched that. No, the referee says it was knocked on. I don't. I'm pretty sure one of the Wigan players reefed that out of Walmsley's. Yeah, I think it was Tyler Dupree, pulled that out of Walmsley's arms. You could tell the way it came out. But the referee has said, nope, loose carry. So it'll be head and feed to Wigan, on their own 40, down the right-hand side slightly. Barryman puts the ball in. Dupree runs out, can't get up to the halfway line though. And Sember, he can get over the halfway line. He's still going, he's looking for an offload there. But Walmsley makes the tackle. Wigan coming down the right-hand side now. Barryman, little ball to field, out to Miskey on the... He's on the touchline. He drives inside though, because he was only going one way there, and that was out of touch. Once again, we can go down the blind side with Walters. He doesn't make as many yards as he should do, as per. And Wigan are coming down the left-hand side now, straightened up by Liam Byrne. I think I called him Shane Byrne earlier. I don't know where that come from. Leaning in at dummy half. Farriman with a little... tries to kick it through for himself there, but I think he knocked it on and then kicked it, if that makes sense. He did indeed. Yeah. He couldn't take the pass cleanly, and as he dropped it, he tried kicking it through like a little grubber kick for himself, but the referee wasn't having that. Rightly so. So it'll be St Helens in possession, about 13 metres out from their own try line, centre field. Going down the left-hand side, then straightened up. Tyler Dupree in the tackle. That ball squirted out. I think it's gone backwards, but either way, it won't matter because Cruz Lehman was the first to dive on it. So Wigan will be starting this next set of 6 from St Helens 20. And Sember drives it forward. He's over the. He's almost at the 10-metre already. That's another set restart as well, messing about the play of the ball. Wigan coming down the right-hand side. Walters over the 10, tackled. Lehman in at dummy half, goes himself again. But that's another penalty to Wigan, offside. I think they'd have probably rather the referee didn't... I think it was Robertson who was offside, and it wasn't just by a yard. He was almost... He must have been 4 or 5 yards offside there. Just 40 seconds left in this first half. So I'm not sure what Wigan will do here. Will they take the points? Gary Connolly and Martin are firing the crowd there. Yeah, Wigan are going to take the 2, I was going to say, with 40 seconds left. Big 2 points this. He'll make this as well. It's a pretty easy kick for Adam Kieran. Takes Wigan out of touch even with 2 converted scores, so 2 converted tries. So that will be half time. And at half time, I'm going to have to go for a pedal break. Sure, as you get older, you get a smaller bladder. I only had a little cup of coffee. Might even have some juice as well, so that'll do it. Kieran, he looks at the post, takes his step to the side. 2 steps forward, puts it straight through the post, and that'll be a lead of 14-0 at half-time for Wigan. A little bit unlucky for St Helens to go in at 0 at half-time. Robertson has been a menace for them. He's come close a couple of times, and when I say close, I mean one of them was like 6 inches where he was just short, and the other one he was just held up. So, yeah, he's been a little bit of a thorn in Wigan's side. But apart from that, Saints haven't really produced much in the final third that's looked cohesive, if that makes sense. you know, on the fifth tackle, it's been a little bit ragged. But I know they've got a few players out as well, so. But either way, it's a squad game. It's not a team game, as we know. And on that note, I'll say, if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers so that I don't need to be streaming on a laptop or at home. You can get out on the road and you can then stream live on your mobile devices and equipment, because we want to get out and start doing some local cricket, local football matches as well. They're normally entertaining, aren't they? Usually get some good punch-ups there as well as some good games. Some good football you'll see. You'll see some absolute garbage football as well. We'll get doing some rugby union down at Newton Abbot All Whites, and believe it or not, down in Devon, there is a rugby league that started up. So hopefully we can get some live streams done out and about. But like I say, until I get to 500 subscribers, YouTube won't allow you to do it. So I don't know why. Probably so you don't go out doing something stupid and they can keep an eye on your account. I'm only guessing, but hey ho. Their platform, their rules. You can always go out and film it and then upload it as live, but it's not the same, is it? It's we want to be able to watch it live, hence the name, catch it live. Right, just while the break's on, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. I'm sat here with my legs crossed and it's uncomfortable, so I'll be back in a minute. Feel free, go and get yourself a beer or go and make yourself a cup of tea. We've got about 10 minutes now for the interval. I'll be back shortly. It's a little bit better. I've made that fatal mistake though while I was stood up. I've been and made myself another brew. And I'm hoping it doesn't go through me by the time the end of this this second half finishes. There's a cracking match coming up in a little bit as well, and I'm not going to be able to cover it because I've got a hot date tonight with Frankie James. Liam Moyles locked in. Liam Moyle, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thanks for joining us, Liam. Just watching some of the learning disabilities playing rugby. Oh, mate, pull your pants up. The Leeds Rhinos player with from the disabilities team went over the line there. Liam says, are we in America? Good evening, Empire Maker. Nick, Robert. Empire Makers had to go. I think Nick's gone. Robert Harbison, sorry I'm late. Evening, everyone. You're never too late, Robert. You know that. Remind me again, Robert, who do you support? Interchange, says Liam. Are we in America? Good evening, Frankie James, he says. Hi, Liam. I can see him sat outside there now, Liam. Gotta keep reminding these youngsters. Frankie James says they have gone. No, Robert will still be here. Robert will be watching this. Are you watching the match, Robert, or are you just listening to the commentary and watching the animations? Frankie James says they're off for an Indian meal. They're catching up with old friends from Thailand. Oh, you're on about... Ollie can't find his passport. Shock. Are you going to Thailand? Oh, you're on about Andy, aren't you? He's back over from Thailand. Are you going meeting him in Thailand? What do you need his passport for? Nothing new. He'll find it and it'll be out of date. Ollie James. Middle son. Forgets his head. I'll tell you a quick story while we're on half time about my middle son, Oliver James. He passed his theory test for his driving licence, went up on Dartmoor celebrating with the lads as you do. No doubt what they were doing was illegal. It wouldn't have been, but It would in certain countries. And some herbal cigarettes, no doubt. And what did he do? He went and lost his certificate from his where he passed his driving test. His you know, the written part of it. I forgot what they call it now. He lost it up on Dartmoor, and luckily for him, somebody found it and put it in the post to him. Because if you can't find it, you can't get. You've got to go and redo the test. So he's used up one of his 9 lives there. He has a baby face. Robert says, been flicking between. Frankie James says, they won't serve him with beer. He's 27, but Luke's 15. He just doesn't need to shave. They'll know he's not 15 then. Probably nick one of my razors. Just waiting for this second half to start now. Warrington and Leeds players are stood at the side of the pitch. They'll be getting ready to come out after this match. I'm going to have to record that. I'll watch it when I go to bed tonight. I can't do a live stream. Like I say, I've got a hot date. I don't know if Frankie James was joking when she said they won't serve Ollie with beer and he's 27. Although, we went to Poland a few years ago now, and Henry Russell was with us, Ollie James was with us, and we were in a bar that we like. It's underground, called CK Bauer. And it's just outside the Planty. If you've never been to it, I can advise it. I can recommend it. You can get pints of beer there, and food's lovely. It's inexpensive as well. And Ollie would have been in his 20s. Henry Russell was only about 15, 16, drinking away. And they came over and ID'd his older brother. See you later, Liam. Enjoy your meal. Thanks for locking in, mate. Thanks for giving us a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Apparently, thumbs up are more important than subscribers. Don't know why. But either way, we're going to be getting underway. It'll be St Helens playing in the all-blue kit, kicking from right to left. You remember that, do you? I'm surprised, Frankie. You were slaughtered. So both teams are playing in their away kit. Oh dear. Right. I believe Paul Wellens has signed a new contract as well at St Helens. And Saints get us underway. So they've put it on the 10-metre line down Wigan's left. Fielded by Abasmiski. Plays a little pass to Liam Byrne. Drives it forward and Byrne makes no ground whatsoever there. Good defensive line by St Helens. Driven in by Tyler Dupree. He's about 18 metres out now. And Sember driving towards the 30. Stopped just short of it though. Frankie James says, hey me, yeah. Yeah, hey you. Farrimond trying to make a break from the line there, but he's tackled by St Helens. On the 4th tackle, Wigan kick. Robertson's going to take that on his own 10 down the right-hand side. He's already over the 20 before he's even tackled, and it was Tyler Dupree who'd managed to get hands on the young lad. Was that Tommy Makinson driving it up to the 25, tackled by Cade Ellis and Tyler Dupree. Ollie Stone says, big game. That's going to be a penalty to Saints. And I just looked at the chat. Thanks for joining us, Ollie Stone. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and have a great evening. Hands on the ball, the penalty was for. So Saints will be starting on the halfway line, driven up to Wigan's 40. Walters and Liam Byrne with the tackle. Who was that in at dummy half? Burns. Three tackles gone. Saints almost up to Wigan's 20. Just about 22 metres out. Coming central now. Oh, almost knocked on there by St Helens. Grabbed at the second attempt. And they're up to Wigan's 10. Coming down the left-hand side on the fifth tackle. Little grubber kick comes in, but it's straight into the arms of Farrimond. He tries breaking straight away, button by in with the tackle, and Abbas Miski drives it in up to Wigan's 20. It was one of them little grubber kicks that came in, and it just went straight into the midriff of Farrimond. And luckily, Mbai was able to get hands on him. Liam Marshall driving it in there. Wigan just getting over their own 30 with Nsemba. Almost up to the 40. Leeming in at dummy half. Fifth tackle, so it's going to go to Kieran. It does go to Kieran. He puts a long, high kick in. Rickson, blimey. He picked that ball up on his own 15 metres, I would say. And he sprinted full pelt into the Wigan defenders. But he did well there, and Saints will be 2 tackles gone, but they're already up to their own 40. Did a proper good job there, the fullback, from that kick, because it wasn't a bad kick. Walmsley, up to Wigan's 40. Pretty central. Burns in at dummy half. Saints going down the right hand side now. Fifth tackle coming up. Pretty central, so high kick comes down Saints left hand side. Abbas Miski underneath it. Takes it well. Thought he was tackled in the air there, but either way it was marginal. No harm done. And plays a little ball away to Eckersley. That looked like a high tackle. Bloody hell. No, it wasn't a dangerous one, but it's just the way it looked when he sort of got him round the neck and his body carried on going while his head stayed still, did Zach Eckersley. And that'll be another penalty to Wigan for a high tackle. So Wigan will be starting about 35 metres out. Tyler Dupree almost up to the 40, but that ball's stolen, says the referee. So that'll be another penalty to Wigan. Frankie James says, found your passport, he will. Frankie James, don't forget to say it's someone's birthday, free drinks and a cake. Like you did. Wigan starting on St Helens' 40, driven in by Liam Byrne after a short pass from Farrimond. Makes no ground there though. Good defence from Saints. Wigan trying to come down the left-hand side now. Straightened up by Cade Ellis. Leeming in at dummy half. Coming down the right-hand side now, Wigan with a missed pass. Jay Field can't go anywhere, just takes the tackle there. .30 away for Wigan, driven in by Tyler Dupree. Only makes a couple of metres there though. Leaning goes left to Kieran. Just outside the 20 metres of St Helens there, Wigan, slightly down the left-hand side. It's Kieran with the ball though. And it's the fifth tackle, so Leeming puts a little grubber kick in. Waters picks it up, throws it back to Leeming. Can't take it though. Saints pick it up and they'll come away They'll come away with Vaughan. He does well. And Saints will be starting about 23 metres out from their own line. Did well there, St Helens. Once there was hands on Vaughan, but he still kept driving forward and made good metres there. Tommy Makinson over the 40. Sirenen's done for the day. He's got a bandage around his left calf. That doesn't look good for him. Saints over the halfway line. 3 tackles gone. Walmsley in possession, over the 40, no problem. But Tyler Dupree with a good tackle there, took his legs. He hurt himself there though, did Dupree. And Saints coming down the left-hand side here, a little grubber kick comes in. Came off Miskey. Robertson's trying to get there. Ferryman puts it behind. And I'm pretty sure that'll be a goal line dropout. Why is it a 20-metre restart there? The referees said it's a 20-metre restart. Oh, it was because the Saints player pushed Ferryman into the ball as it was going out of play. So he didn't make an attempt to get the ball, he just played the player. So Wigan almost up to halfway now with Cruz Leeming. He's driven back though. Felt it was a unfair tackle there, Leeming, I think. And Sember over the halfway line, trying to get to the 40. He's a couple of metres short. Wigan down the left-hand side. They'll come central now. Ellis, Ferryman, J Field. He's got outside Abbas Miskate, but he can't get the ball to him. He's tackled. Walters drives it forward. Gets driven backwards. Just try and get to the floor so you don't lose any more ground. 5th tackle. Kieran puts a kick into the right-hand side. Taken in the air, though, by St Helens. Tackled by Eckersley. That'll be Saints starting. Right. Well, Wigan have been given a penalty there for obstruction on Miskey as he was trying to challenge for the ball and Ritson picked it up. I think that's a little bit unlucky on St Helens, to be honest, but either way, as a Wigan supporter, we'll take it. 10 metres out, down the right-hand side, Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Walters. He's probably gets up to about 5 metres out. Just to the right of the post. Wigan go left again. Kieran doesn't get rid of the pass when he should have probably done, and Walmsley makes the tackle. Yeah, excuse me. Excuse me again. 4th tackle, Wigan just outside of the try line, coming down the right hand side with Miskate. They're about 10 metres out now. J Field trying to work his magic. He's tackled about 5 metres out, almost right under the post. Cade Ellis with a little chip kick through for himself. It's fielded by Robertson, but he's tackled in goal. And Cade Ellis with the kicking boots on again. A nice little kick there. I thought he'd put too much on it, but then it's the green line of the football pitch, not the actual rugby league pitch. And Robertson did well, but he was tackled in goal. It'll be a goal line dropout. 50 minutes gone, Wigan still 14, St Helens still to get on the scorecard. Kick comes in, Miskey tries to stop it with his foot, can't, it bounces to Ferryman. Ferryman picks it up, lay off to Thompson, and he drives it up to St Helens 30 metres line. Ferryman in at dummy half, spreads it left to Walters. Walters trying to get up to the 30. He won't get much further than he is though. He's about 22 metres out. Walmsley was in attendance. Mago almost up to, say, about 15 metres out, centre field. Leeming in at dummy half. Little pass there to Kieran. Chip kick to the corner, looking for Marshall. Too much on it, and it's gone out on the full. That'll be St Helens. I'm just trying to see which side it it went out. It was real close to the corner flag. It's going to be St Helens' ball. It's just where they're going to restart from. Yeah, it'll be on their own 10 metres. Good defensive line there from Wigan. Mago, Thompson in the tackle with Dupree. Needless to say, Saints didn't make any metres there. That's a good drive by St Helens though, and they're over the 20. Quick play of the ball there by St Helens. They're approaching halfway, coming down this left-hand side. Can get pulled into touch, is he? No, manages to get down on the floor, does the Saints player. That was Vaughan. Did well to stay in field there. That ball's been knocked on though by St Helens on Wigan's was it on the 40? Yeah, it was. There was hands all over, but he needs to carry it. He needs a better carry than that, does the Saints player. And it'll be a scrum to Wigan on their own 40 metre. Farriman puts it in, leaning out the back of the scrum. Short pass to Mago. Doesn't make any ground though, Mago there. Good defensive line from St Helens. Wigan trying to come down the left with Marshall. He's tackled but gets a little handoff to Kieran. Kieran to Nsemba. Nsemba over the halfway line. And Wigan now with Cade Ellis. He's about 35 metres out from Saints' post. Pretty central. 3 tackles gone. Kieran coming down the left. Jay Field. Short pass there to Wardle. Wardle's tackled well by Saints though. 4 tackles gone. Wigan throwing it about a little bit. Jay Field coming down the left hand side. Offload to Wardle. Crossfield kick comes in on the 5th. Miskey goes up for it. I think Zach Eckersley's picked it up and gone over. I think it's going to be... That was knocked on though, I think, by Abbas Miskey. We're just watching it now. Everybody's on side. And it's Abbas Miskey who goes up for the ball. This will be a better angle. Abbas Miskey. Yeah, it's a knock-on by Miskey. Is it Miskey? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Miskey knocked it on. It's Ritson and Miskey who are both challenging for the ball. And then it came off Ritson, so it's gone forward. And then Zach Eckersley picked it up off the floor, flopped over the line for the try, but there's already been a knock-on by... Yeah, it's a knock-on. Excuse me. Blimey. Yeah, it's not going to be a try. Yeah, no try. So that'll be a knock-on by Wigan. Wigan still leading by 14 points to 0. 54.5 minutes gone. Can never relax against St Helens. Do you know, we've just seen an angle there that proved it beyond doubt that there was a knock on, and yet when the video referee was looking at it, that one wasn't shown to him. Makes no sense. I think Forber's come on for Wigan as well. There's a Saints player slow to get up there. Can't see who it is. You can never tell whether they're injured or whether they're trying to draw the referee's attention to something. Oh my word, Cade Ellis put his shoulder in there a little bit. Frankie James says, anyone else in chat? I'll talk to you, Frankie, don't you worry. Yeah, this is I think there's a penalty coming here for St Helens, and Cade Ellis was probably going to get 10 in the bin for this. But this is the issue again, if the player doesn't stay down and look like they're milking it or drawing the attention to it. Yeah, he was a little bit unlucky there, Cade Ellis. Cheers, Bird. Yeah, Ellis has got 10 minutes in the bin there. Yeah, a little bit unlucky. It was Nsemba who come in with a tackle, and Ellis was there, and he kind of, the Saints player, I couldn't see who it was. He bounced, Nsemba bounced him into Cade Ellis, so it wasn't like Cade Ellis was actually going in to make that tackle himself, and there were just two players there. But contact with the head, you know what's coming. 10 minutes in the bin. Saints will probably need this now to make a little bit of hay while the sun shines, as they say. And they'll be starting just inside their own half, driven up to the halfway line. Patrick Mago in the tackle there. Trying to come down the left-hand side. It's straightened up by Vaughan. He's over Wigan's 40 by inches. Starting that look like a forward pass. And Nsemba with the tackle. Saints trying to come down the right again. Then it's straightened up, almost up to Wigan's 20. You know, that pass was forward by about a metre. Not given by the referee though, so we play on. 5 tackles gone, just outside Wigan's 10. They're running it, little offload there, another little offload. Coming down the left-hand side, they've not got a man over though, it was all too slow. And Wigan will tie up the Saints player, and that'll be the handover. About 5 metres out down Wigan's right-hand side. It was Vaughan who couldn't get that final pass away. Ferryman in at dummy half, little pass to Abbas Miski. He manages to get over the 10, so Wigan have got a little bit of breathing space. Now Marshall drives it up about 15 metres out. Thompson over the 20, 3 Saints defenders in attendance, gets to 25 metres there though. So he made a few metres after the tackle. Forber in at dummy half, little pass to Mago. Mago's looking for an offload, keeps hold of the ball tightly then. Forber wasn't quite ready for him putting the ball on the floor there. Little pass to Ferryman, 40-20 attempt. Unlucky with the bounce, Ritson will pick it up, right in his own corner, and he's running across field now, over the 10. He's about 15 metres out when he finally gets tackled, centre field. Good effort there from the Saints fullback. Makinson almost up to the 30. 3 tackles gone, wrapped up by Wigan. is a Saints player on their own 40. One out football here by Saints, getting up to the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Over Wigan's 40, 5th tackle. May go with the tackle there. Coming down the left-hand side. Vaughan, chip over the top. Jayfield waits underneath it, catches it, gets away from the first tackler, then hits the floor. There's nobody in at dummy half. Oh, eventually, Abbas Miski gets there. A little bit tardy, Wigan. Miski again gets over the 20. Just one out rugby here from Wigan. You can understand it being down to 10 men. Wardle almost up to the 40. Ethan Havard just short of the halfway line. 5th tackle. Poor pass there by Forberg. Little chip kick by Marshall trying to get his own ball. He's blocked by St Helens. They'll bring it back and they'll be starting on Wigan's 40. Oh, that doesn't look good. Kieran's gone down, holding his ankle. I think it was just a bit of a knock though. He's hobbling away. So Saints down the right hand side, just 5 metres short of the halfway line. Now they spread it central. Barryman, Walters, Ethan Havard in the tackle. Bang on halfway line, bang on the centre spot. Saints now coming down the left hand side. Robertson, dummies, goes himself. This must be a try for Saints. Oh, and he's dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. It was a lovely play by Robertson. He just dipped the shoulder, sold the dummy, broke Wigan's line, and Jayfield, as he played it inside to, can't see who it was. He just needed to get over the line. Number 19, and Whitley, and he's either dropped the ball or was it pulled out by? Oh no, he tried to offload it because he knew he was going down just short of the line. It was great defending there from Jayfield. So I take it back with Whitley. He'd have probably been better off if he'd kept hold of it, but I think he was so he had Robertson behind him supporting him. That's probably why he tried to get the offload away. So I take that back. But good defending from Jayfield stops a definite try there. Once again, it was a young lad, Robertson. He just dipped his shoulder, sold the dummy, and brought that Wigan's line. Robert Harbinson, Wigan looking okay. They certainly are, Robert. They're down to 10 men. Down to 12 men at the minute, with Cade Ellis getting 10 minutes in the bin. He'll be coming back on shortly though, but Saints are looking more dangerous now. Young lad Robertson's been a thorn in the side all day really. 5th tackle for Wigan on the halfway line. Kieran puts a high kick in. Makinson picks it up about 15 metres out. He's running cross field. He's running round the edges of Wigan. He's almost up to the 40. Plays a little pass to Vaughan. Vaughan's tackled just short of the 40. Centre field there for Saints, just over their own 40. And that was a definite forward. Yeah, that was a definite forward pass there from Saints. So not only does it give possession to Wigan, the clock's ticking down on Cade Ellis. He's got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go before he can come back on. He was unlucky to get sent to the sin bin really, but contact with the head. And you know what you're getting. So on St Helens 40, head and feed to Wigan. Good to have you in chat again, Robert. Wardle over the 40, about 30 metres out roughly. Havard trying to get to just short of Saints 20, made good metres after the contact there. Wigan coming down the right hand side, then Thompson straightens it up, but he juggles the ball and grabs it just before the contact Farrimond again. Little grubber kick through, looking for Zach Eckersley. And it's pushed behind by Ritson. And that'll be a goal line dropout. I've got to say, Wigan really, they've not missed Smith as much as I thought today, his kicking game. Farrimond has stepped up to the mark. What Kieran's done has been really good, so fair play to Wigan. Tommy Makinson, goal line dropout, up to halfway. Picked up by Miski down the right-hand side. Thompson straightens it up. He's over the 40 straight away, about 45 metres out. 3 Saints players in the tackle. Barber in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Field. Field with a little pass to Havard. Doesn't make much ground after the contact there though, but it's kept safe, the ball. And Sember drives it over the 30. Third tackle. Forber spreads it right now. Wigan have got Walters on the ball. He's up to the 20, takes the tackle. 4 tackles gone. Wigan centre field. Ethan Havard just gets over the 20. Makes a couple of metres after that. So 5th tackle, centre field. 15 metres out. Spread to Kieran. Little grubber kick comes through and Sember's chasing it. Robertson comes over. Puts his boot to the ball, and that'll be another goal line dropout for St Helens. Oh, there was 2 Saints players there, clashed heads as well. Just as Kieran put that kick in, there was a Saints player came steaming over, and a full-on face collision with his teammate. So I'm assuming that he's going to need some treatment. No, not at all. Fair play. That was a good kick by Makinson. It's going to go out. Well, it's gone out. Wigan made a right Horlicks of keeping that ball in play. It was a good kick. It went almost coming towards, was it Walters? He put his boot to it and then kicked it back towards his own post, and it's gone out of play for St Helens to take charge of the ball almost on Wigan's 40. So fair play to the Saints player there, Makinson. It was a good kick. Kicked it low with plenty of swerve on it, and Wigan couldn't cope with it. Still down to 12 men Wigan, only be for a minute or so now, and then Cade Ellis will be back on. Saints trying to come down the left-hand side. Missed pass, well taken by Robertson. Or was it? No, it's Vaughan, sorry. He's knocked it on though. I thought it was an awful pass to him. It dropped at his feet, and Vaughan dropped to his knees, trying to take that. Oh, he was ever so unlucky. Either way, it's a knock-on. So that great kick from Tommy Makinson, and all the ground that Saints made from it, that work's been undone. And Wigan will have head and feed on their own 40. And we've now got, it's still showing on the TV that Wigan are down to 12 men, but they're not. Ellis is back on. So someone's been a little bit tardy with the graphics there. Barber in at dummy half. Comes down the right-hand side. Farrimond, little ball to Field. Abasmiski's in behind. He puts a little kick in. Field can't get the ball. It's knocked behind by Saints. Vaughan. But I think there might have been a knock-on by Field from the kick. Was it knocked on? I think it might have been knocked on by... Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not sure it'd be a goal line dropout. I thought Jay Field had knocked it on, but he didn't. It kind of came off his back. It'll be another Makinson again. This time he goes for the same kick. However, he's got too much on this and he's put it straight out of play. Frankie James says, so a Wigan fan then, Robert? I know, Robert, he's popping in and out, Frankie. So it'll be Wigan a Wigan penalty. Not sure what they would do there. Is there any Davis is coming off for St Helens there. Any point in taking the 2 when you're at 14-0? Probably not, actually. I suppose it might kill a little bit more time, but the clock stopped, so I wouldn't myself. In fact, they don't. We're back underway. Farriman played it out wide. Eckersley up to the 10 metres of Saints, down the right-hand side. Forber in at dummy half. Missed pass there. Havard drives it in after the missed pass to Ellis. Forber once again, he goes left. Out to Kieran. Kieran to Field. Field to Wardle. Wardle out to Marshall. Marshall's over the line for a try in the corner for Wigan. Oh, they said it went forward. Ooh, that would have been close. Which was the forward pass? Oh, the forward pass was from Wardle to Marshall. It was marginal, but the referee said forward pass. Yeah, it was actually. You could see it better from that angle. It was about a metre forward. Robert Harvison, not a rugby league fan, but follows Leeds. He'll be getting nervous now because Leeds are going to be playing Warrington after this, I believe. Could do with Leeds winning that one, to be honest. It's not many games. There's just under 12 minutes to go in this. There's not many games where St Helens get nilled. But they've got somewhat of a makeshift team out, to be honest. Frankie James, she loves watching rugby. Are you on about Rising Damp or are you on about rugby? Rugby, sorry, typo. I tell Empire Maker, spell checker. Saints up to their own 20-metre line there. Havard in with a tackle. Coming down the left-hand side, up to and over the 30. Farriman in with a tackle with Walters. Over their own 40. Still almost 70 minutes gone now. Wigan 14, Saints 0. Fifth tackle. Kick comes in from Saints. Marshall was going to take it on the 30. Drops it. It went backwards. Field picks it up. And a little bit of luck there for Wigan and Liam Marshall. Lucky there for Wigan, and it's Marshall up to the 30. Who was that from Wigan going into the, trying to get up to the 40? They slipped anyway. Abbas Miski it was. Walters, he's put a good shift into there as Walters. I know I give him a bit of stick because I always expect him to make more metres than he does after the tackle, but he's put a good shift in. Wigan coming down the left-hand side. Field out to Marshall. Marshall stalls, comes back inside so he doesn't go out to play. Then he's happy to take the tackle about 25 metres out down the left for Wigan. Forber goes down the blind side there. Little pass to Kieran. Pass to Nsemba. Nsemba's over the 10. Close to being a forward pass there, but that's the fifth tackle. It'll be the turnover to Saints. They'll be starting about 8 metres out from their own try line down the right-hand side. All the players are looking knackered now. There's a few from Saints. It's Walmsley in possession. Robertson in a dummy half. Short pass there. Make about 5 metres to Saints. Tommy Makinson over the 20. Speculative offload. Loses a little bit of ground there, but he's got to try it. Just under 9 minutes to go, losing 14-0. Nothing to lose. Walmsley, he manages to get over the 20, but that's 3 tackles completed. Saints Luke out on the feet, to be honest. A lot of players with hands on knees. Robertson, lovely run there. almost gets Saints up to the 40. Now they're coming down the right-hand side. About 45 metres out now from Wigan's post. Robertson in at dummy half. Last tackle. Can't get the ball away on the halfway line. Matty Lees puts a kick in, but it just goes up in the air. And Kieran picks it up. Over to Farrimond. Zach Eckersley. Over his 40. Takes the tackle. Wigan will be in possession, and a bad end to that set of 6 there from Saints. Like I said, they look knackered. But the young lad Robertson, he looks like he's still full of running, and I think he's carrying a few Saints players here. Walters gets over the halfway line. Yeah, Robertson's doing everything he can now. I think he's going to be kicker, dummy half, winger. He's a good one for the future, that's for sure. That's dropped by Cade Ellis though, and it'll be aye. Cade Ellis, it wouldn't be a Wigan Saints match, would it, without a bit of a schmozzle on the halfway line. It was nothing though. Just Cade Ellis didn't like the... Was it Matty Lees? Lees knocked the ball out of Ellis's hands. Ellis grabbed hold of his throat. And Lees knocks his arm away. Just handbags, really. No love lost between the two. Between the two players and the two teams, to be honest. That's already tame these days, isn't it? They know the players, they can't throw punches, don't they? So everyone's happy to steam in because you know no one's going to lamp you on. Just 7 minutes to go, just over. And it'll be head and feed to Saints on the halfway line. Right in the middle, right on the kick-off spot. Makinson puts the ball in. Saints coming down this left-hand side. Robertson, lovely pass out to the left-hand side. But Ritson, he's going to have to give up territory there. Keeps hold of the ball though. And he's back in his own half. I think that little schmozzle with Cade Ellis and Matty Lees has just fired Wigan up and give all the players a little bit of a spring in the step. Walmsley drives it over the 40. Liam Burning with a tackle. Helping out Cade Ellis. Saints coming down the left-hand side now, over the 30. Ritson, he's going to have to run inside there, or else he's going to get pushed out of play. He does come inside, he does well there, the Saints player. You know, running along the 20. Havard with the tackle. 5th tackle here. Saints are going to have to put a kick in at it. It's Robertson with the ball. He does put a little kick in. Bounces off Kieran's shoulder. Then Kieran bounces runs straight after it hits his shoulder and picks that ball up. Wardle in at dummy half. Little pass to Liam Marshall. Gets over the 40. 6 minutes to go. Wigan 14, Saints still to get on the board. Robert Harbison says, everyone can steam in. No one is going to lamp you on. Old school. Yeah, that's it. You had to be careful in the old days. Somebody could stick one on you, but now there's cameras everywhere and you know you're going to get a red card. Farriman with the offload there from Walmsley on Saints 40, comes over to the left-hand side, and Sember, twinkle toes, never thought I'd say that about Sember, gets to about the 35-yard line. Cruz Lehman in at dummy half, spreads it right. Kieran in with a high kick over the right-hand side, he's looking for a Miskey. Miskey catches it, puts a little kick inside, looking for Walters. Walters picks it up, drops it over the line. That'll be a try to Wigan, as long as there's no offside. Because Walters is not that quick, is he? And he seemed to get there pretty smartish. They've got an on-field decision is a try, but they're going to have to check that for offside. The young lady in the crowd giving the V sign to the referee. Now she's just realised that she's on TV. So on the right-hand side, everybody's onside, apart from Walters. He's offside, but there's another period of play here where Abbas Miskit picks that ball up as it was going out of play. Now and Walters is behind Miskey when he puts that kick in. So, fair play to the big fella. That's going to be a try for me. He was offside from the initial kick from Kieran, but he didn't get involved in that play. It was Abbas Miskey who caught the ball, and then Walters was behind Miskey as he put that kick in towards the post and the try line. Walters picked it up with a lucky bounce. He didn't even have to break stride. And assuming he puts his ball down, that's a try to Wigan. Yeah, we're giving it already here. That'll be 18-0 to Wigan. Yeah, downward pressure. Do you know what? I always love a win over St Helens. And I'll always take a win over St Helens because they're not easy to get. But this one today just feels, whether it's because it's the Magic weekend and it's being played at Elland Road, or whether it's because Saints have not really got a full strength squad out, it doesn't quite have that same sweet taste. Still take it, but it just doesn't quite, when you've not got the likes of Lomax in your team for a start off, Sirinen having to go off injured in the first half, it looks like he's done his left calf in. So let's be hoping that he gets fit soon. But it just doesn't feel quite the same. And you can always tell when you don't nil a St Helens team, almost, regardless of who they put out, almost ever. But yeah, today's not got that kind of sweet feeling. So it's going to be a conversion attempt to come from Kieran. Just to the right of the post, but being a left footer, it's on the right side for him. He's not missed a kick today. Harry Smith? Who's Harry Smith? A jest, of course. You'd always miss Harry Smith, but Wigan have caught well today without him. The kicking game's been really good. Straight through the post. That'll be another 2. Wigan 20, Saints 0. Robert Harvison says, I understand. Should not have been held at Leeds. I don't think it's because it's at Leeds. What I mean is, if it had been held at Saints, obviously there's a different atmosphere, or if it's held at the Brick Community Stadium or whatever we're going to call now, it'd mean a bit more of the atmosphere, but it's not quite the same atmosphere when it's held at a neutral stadium and you've got lots of other fans there as well. What are you thinking tonight, Robert? Warrington have obviously got a good team, but what sort of a showing are Leeds going to put up? Have they got injuries and what have you, or is there a chance that they can do everyone a favour who's below Wigan and maybe it'll take the sting out of the defeat today for Saints if Leeds can turn Warrington over, because it'll keep that gap at, I think it's 4 points currently. 5th tackle for Wigan here down the right hand side. Farrimond puts a little chip kick in, fielded by Saints though, and they'll be starting about 15 metres out from their own line. Just 2.5 minutes to go here. Warrington, no doubt. Yeah, it's a funny game though, rugby league, isn't it, at times? I'm going to watch it in bed later on tonight. I've got a hot date in a minute. I've already said that. Not that I'm excited about it or anything. Getting excited, a hot date with your wife. We've only been married 20 odd years. 22 years this year we've been married. Saints still in possession on just inside their own half, about the 40-metre mark. Robertson comes in with a kick, fielded by Jayfield on his own 20. He looks to come down the right-hand side, thinks about the offload, but keeps hold of the ball. And this will be pretty much it. Bragging rights will be going to Wigan. Abersmisky drives it in. Cruz Lehman, little pass there to Eckersley over the 40, about 45 metres out. Frankie James says, yeah, best 22 years ever. Certainly has been. Wigan running it down the left-hand side. Little pass there from inside, but Jay Field's got his running boots on there. Robertson's over. That'll be knocked on. It'll be a knock-on, or it'll be offside, either or. But once again, Robertson full of running at this stage of the game. He's already a hell of a player, Robertson, but he's going to be long-term. He's going to be a mainstay in this St Helens team. That's assuming they keep hold of him. But I'd certainly have him in my team, that's for sure. Robert Harbison says, should keep Magic at Newcastle or move it to Cardiff. I think, do you know, when you think about that, most of the teams, it'd be probably better if it's held at, I know they have the grand final, don't they, at Old Trafford, but it's a fair way to go to Newcastle for most, that's knocked on by Wigan. There's only 15 seconds to go though. So that'll be pretty much it. You'd think there'd be a better venue where they could hold it. Wellens doesn't look happy, and why would he? This will be the final play of the game. Saints are throwing it around. They'll be trying to get something going without being nilled, but Vaughan, he just takes the tackle there. That'll be the end of the game. Wigan 20, St Helens 0. I'm going to say, if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that's fantastic. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Moto 3, then Moto 2, then Moto GP from Austria. Right, we're on Aston Villa now. And we'll hopefully we might have some football later on in the day. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but it might be something a little bit more obscure. Definitely Monday night. Please join us because Vispa Krakow. We've got a league match, 7 o'clock kickoff, so we'll be on the 5 minutes before, just go through the teams and that. Might be some changes for Vispa because we had a heavy game the other night on Thursday, getting through the Conference League, winning 11-10 on penalties, so we'll be through to the final now. Hopefully we can get some European football. So any Polish fans who are watching, dobry wieczór, nie mowy po polskie, angielskie, dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow morning, so please join us then. Thanks to everybody who's joined us in chat. Robert, Empire Maker, Nick, anyone I've missed, I do apologise. Liam, Ollie, good to have you all in there. And we'll be back later this week, hopefully, with some more rugby league as well. But until then, I'm Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Thanks for joining us. Take care, everybody, and have a great Saturday evening.